Good afternoon, dorks. Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Unchatter. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Hello, cat. I'm going to be giving the cat a little bit of attention here, and hopefully she's going to settle down because I really don't want to lock her out today because it's already warm. I don't want to. Dorks assemble. Dorks assemble! It's the dork call. If I shone a spotlight into the night sky to try to get the dorks, what would the symbol look like? What would be the dork symbol? Like your hair today? Thank you. It's the same hair. I guess I did it slightly different, I guess. I did my products in a different order. minor changes. Yes. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress. We're here to play Dwarf Fortress, and there was a patch today. Just this morning, there was a patch. Quiffy and curlier, yeah. It's interesting that you noticed, because I felt like the change I made was very minor. So, I don't know, that's hooray feedback. Where has she even gone? Oh, she's lurking. She's hunting the wires. We got a patch. We got a patch this morning, and we were talking about it a couple streams ago. We got a patch this morning, and there wasn't a DF hack patch, but I checked just now, and there is now a DF hack patch. So, not only is there a patch for Dwarf Fortress, but we still have DF hack going. It is a brave new world of Dwarf Fortress. I tell you what. It's a good patch. It is a good patch. It's a very exciting patch. I'm excited to see to look into it, to see what we got here. So there's two main things that happened in this patch. One of which we will be able to look at and do things with in this fortress, and the other will be something that we can look forward to when we generate a new world. But the more functional thing is the thing we have access to. The more visually pretty exciting thing is the thing that we're gonna have to wait a bit for. Which I guess I'd prefer it that way than the other way around. The thing that we get, the thing that has happened is that there's been a bit of a rework on how ranged combat works. There's been a handful of changes to ranged combat, and they're all exciting. They're all very exciting. Particularly, we have more control over ranged soldiers and their ammo and such in Fortress mode, which is something I was complaining about, like, earlier this week. I think I was complaining about that just in this Fortress for sure, because our hunter, we have a hunter who just keeps equipping arrows for a crossbow, which don't work, so hunting hasn't worked yet. So now hopefully we're gonna have more direct access. We're gonna be able to like assign specific ammo for specific squads and for hunters and such, is my understanding. So that's very exciting. That's good. They also made some changes about how ranged characters behave in a fortress. So if you remember back in previous Fortress and every other Fortress ever, this is a thing that's happened for a very long time. But when you have a parapet and a ranged dwarf on the wall, and they're shooting down at goblins, and then they run out of ammo, so they hop over the wall and go into melee. They specifically changed that behavior so that if a ranged dwarf or citizen, ranged defender runs out of ammo, they'll prefer to go find more ammo instead of running into melee. Very good change. Very, very good. Excited to see how that happens in practice. The Taco Bell menu, yes. If Dwarf Fortress, I'm sure there's a Taco Bell menu somewhere in the submenus. If you go deep enough into Dwarf Fortress, you'll find the value meal menu. The other thing that's different now, this is just a universal change for how ranged combat works. This is very exciting because this is something that we could benefit from in adventure mode even. Previously, if you were a ranged character, you have a bow or a crossbow or you're throwing stuff, you just target the person, right? You're throwing a hammer at someone, you don't get to choose their head, you throw it at the person. Same with like crossbow bolts and bows and stuff. You can't ranged called shot an ankle, or you couldn't. You couldn't until today. You can now, as a ranged character. Oh, she's walking around there. As a ranged character, you can aim for specific body parts, which is very exciting because now you can do that in adventure mode. We can go into adventure mode and shoot arrows and aim for the head or aim for the knee or whatever. That's not a thing you could do before. But also, that works in fortress mode. That's just how ranged combat works now. So not only will your dwarves defenders, your fort's defenders, start making like shots where they're aiming for like a goblin's head or a goblin's neck, right? Like they're in plate mail, head to toe. So you aim for the gap in the neck. That's a thing now. That's a thing that they can do in fort mode. And also, the attackers can do it to us. It's just different now. It's just different now. Can't wait to shoot off someone's eyelashes. Exactly. Exactly. Aim for the back teeth. Shoot out someone's back teeth. And then the other thing that they changed to ranged combat, which is also very significant. One of the biggest downsides to being a ranged character in adventure mode previously, especially with a crossbow, was just the amount of time that it took to reload your crossbow. You would fire, and then you just stand there for a long time, for like a couple seconds, essentially in game. And then combat continues happening around you while you're reloading. And then once you've reloaded, you regain control of your character and you can start like doing stuff again. Now, reloading and firing are two different actions. They're two different things now, which is just a brilliant way to handle it. So reloading a crossbow or knocking a bow is a thing you can do. It takes a little bit of time, but you can do it like at your leisure. You can do it before you go into combat, or you can fire and then run and then reload. That sort of thing, you know. That makes a lot of sense, I think. Reloading crossbow should take longer. It does take longer. It takes longer than an arrow. But now you can choose when you do it. You're not forced to reload the instant after you pull the trigger before you start running away. And your skill with the weapon increases how fast you reload. That's not a thing that happened before. It used to just be, you got a crossbow, it takes this long to reload. So now, you can choose when you reload, and you can get better at it. Those two things on their own completely change how ranged combat works in adventure mode. Completely. Ranged combat is now so much more viable in adventure mode. I'm kind of excited to make another ranged character. I think our next adventure is going to be using a crossbow or a bow. So that's exciting. That's all stuff that has happened and now exists in our world. We didn't have to do it. We didn't have to do anything to make that happen. It's just in there. The other part of the update, I wonder if you can hold multiple loaded crossbows. Probably. You might need to like stow one. I don't know if maybe you need two hands to do the reloading. That's worth experimenting with. You could even have like 6 crossbows and just have them all loaded and just go pew, 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 and then run behind a bush and reload all 6 of them. These are possibilities now. These are now possibilities. Yeah, it used to be that the general consensus was you don't do a ranged character in adventure mode because you just get stuck reloading every time you shoot. And that is no longer the case. So that is very exciting. This cat is still testing my patience. Where are you? Come here. I'm actively trying to play. The thing is in my hand. I'm wiggling it right now. I'm a little amped up right now. The other thing that changed, the other thing that we won't be able to see directly until we make a new world, but I'm very excited about. So you know, Forgotten Beasts, right? Procedural monsters that show up in your fortress, or you can see them in adventure mode too, but they'll just pop up. And if you recall, when we see them, the visual for them, like when you see their sprite and their portrait, it's just like it's all black and gray. They don't really have the colorations of them like depicted. They just kind of, it's a shape, right? It's like, it's a humanoid or it's a blob, it's a quadruped. You get the kind of shape of it, but you wouldn't get the colors. They have now updated the Forgotten Beast sprites, so now they have colors. And they look amazing. They look amazing. I'm very excited for someday when we make a new world and we'll actually be able to see them in game. This world will not have that. That's a new world only thing. So it's very cool. If you get a chance to go look at those pictures, you should check them out. They're in the patch notes. It's gonna be good. Hello, Orion. Patch. We're just talking about the patch. It's very exciting. So yeah, TLDR, we have some very nice new ranged combat updates. Someday we'll see the new Forgotten Beast art. And it's great. I'm gonna deal with this cat real quick. Let's see if I can get her to settle down real quick. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you. Oh, I can't like BRB on the screen, can I? I can mute myself, but I can't take I can't take off my camera on the screen. Oh well, 1 second. Hey. Calm vibes, calm. Send your calm vibes. Okay, maybe she'll settle down. Maybe she'll settle down. Okay, just, yeah, cross your fingers. Send all your calm vibes. Send all your calm, sleepy kitty vibes. Or I will die. Maybe vibes. She's thinking about it. Okay, I think that's a good sign. Okay, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get over here. Here we are. How are you all? I know I just talked about me and the game a whole bunch, but how's y'all? What are you all up to? How's your week been? I hope the weather has been a little okay. I completely forgot to do my little sponsor bit. Oh well. Today's episode is brought to you by clouds, because we actually have some clouds, and I'm so happy that we have a couple of clouds. Hopefully it stays a little cool, but it's gonna get warm. I hate it. But let's look at what we got here. So we have 2 melee squads, right? So this isn't going to affect them directly. Pleasantly rainy here. Excellent. Thank you, clouds. Thank you, clouds. I do appreciate the clouds. I really appreciate the clouds. So where does it live now? Maybe it needs... It's not part of a uniform. I thought I saw it in there. I hope I have access to it. But there was something about, like, I should be able to do it for hunters as well. I don't know where that shows up. Locking in at work, excellent. Get that work done. Where? What if I'm just gonna make a new squad, because ugh. I don't want either of them in a squad. I'm just gonna assign a new guard captain. You're a novice leader. Sure. This is just so that I can make a new squad. If I go here... So... maybe if I do... maybe I need a ranged weapon in here. If I do new... choice... no, not... I want to do crossbows specifically. And then that hasn't changed anything. I'm gonna say that's for you, right? And then if no. The thing said that it would be here for me. I thought it was like in this menu. We have kill order, station order, patrol order, burrow defense, train, cancel. I swear. Okay, let me pull up these patch notes again real quick, just cause. And I want to say I was watching. I think I was watching Blind. Well, okay, I'm gonna get rid of this squad because I don't want that to happen yet. For the players, yay, a patch! For me, ugh, time to spend 5 hours updating the code. Hello, Squid! Well, I appreciate you. I was just marveling earlier in this stream that it happens so quickly these days. The fact that we can have a patch in the morning and DF Hack works in the afternoon is mind-boggling to me, so thank you. Thank you for that. I'm trying to find the ammo thing. So I thought it would work in previous forts, but I'm not actually finding it. I thought we could do stuff with our hunter as well. We have a hunter, but I don't know how to affect that ammo. Is it like a standing order? I would expect there to be a thing in here somewhere. Maybe let's find our hunter. Maybe our hunter's gonna find it out, or just figure it out now. Actually, this was a slow one that forgot to drop the itch build. Oh, interesting. Well, it was faster than back in the lazy noob hack days. I know that it used to be my strategy to just like, oh, there's a patch out, I'm gonna wait a month until lazy noob hack updates. So you have your crossbow and an empty quiver, right? You're not in a squad, but you are the hunter. I don't know. Maybe we'll stumble across it. It's not urgent, but we should keep an eye out for those things. Export of scepters prohibited. Oh, cool. Well, we haven't been getting caravans anyway, so kind of whatever. But we're just gonna unpause. I don't remember everything that's going on right now. I know that we're farming in our caves now, right? We got farming down here. Of course, now it's Dimple Cup season. We were working on sweet pods at least. It's faster because DF Hack gets the headers in advance. We had the structures updated last week. That's so nice, though. Like, that didn't used to happen, right? That's kind of a more, not like super recent, but like in the last couple of years that's been happening, right? I don't know. I'm just... Oh, Tuco. That's what we're doing. Today we're focusing on mood. Today we're gonna try to keep our experiments from tantruming. So we are weaving, right? Where's our tantrumer? Tuco? Tuco. Where'd you go, Tuco? I don't know why we already have like 3 or 4 haggard experiments. Yeah, you just hang out in a temple, that's fine. Okay, well now you're working. Alright. I'm trying to update Squid Hack for the latest version because that's the thing people need DFX Twitch for. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense that those are like 2 separate processes, right? Since you have everything all separated out, is what it sounds like. Okay, so I've been thinking about mood, and I'm not entirely sure how best to go about this. So we have a waterfall, right? We have a waterfall, but the only time that anyone would go through this waterfall is when they're entering or exiting the entire fortress. If someone is just a permanent fortress dweller who never goes up to the surface, they're not going to experience this waterfall. And I think that is not ideal. So I would like to have a more universal waterfall system. Cat's making sounds. I'm wondering if having a waterfall down our little center shaft here would make sense. Mick was MIA for 2 months, so no DF Hack development happened. Oh, that's unfortunate. I know that there's... I don't know the structure of the DF Hack people, but I know that that's like that's a thing, right? Like open source things just trailing off, people losing interest, people disappearing. Yeah, we have 0 people here and 8 people here. I don't like this. I don't like the 8 grumpy faces. And we have a handful of hatches, right? Or grates. Do I have grates? I have a couple grates. I'm gonna make a couple more grates. Rock grate. I'm gonna say make 10 rock grates. And I think what we're gonna do is mine out just this one square all the way down, because that won't interfere with the ramps themselves. And there's going to be some spots where we have to like here, I'm going to want to put a wall here, right? So that it's not like, yeah, short-circuiting things. I want people to actually use our hallways. Presumably was busy, but they're the one who reviews and merges the pull requests. Yup. Yup. They should be able to do this from each level, right? So then this one's gonna be awkward. And then there's gonna be that, and then ultimately I just need a spot where we can make a I don't know, a spot for the water to come out of the aquifer. There's just gonna be another aquifer-powered waterfall. So we're just gonna channel down. I'm gonna go ahead and place these walls in the extra spots. So like here. Here. And then we'll get rid of that and put a wall there. And then erase that, make a wall there. And a wall goes there. And then this side is fine. And then from here, it's gonna need like a drain, right? Here's where the drain is gonna be. And this is just gonna be off the edge of the map. And then we'll need a way to access it. That's my solution. That's my answer to grumpiness. Make everyone wet. Someone I manage has a secret name. Like what do you mean a secret name? Oh, of course. Of course it's damp. I know it's damp. That's the whole point. Where am I looking? I want damp dig, please. No one ever calls them that. It comes up on where, but their name is on the HR system, so I know. Oh, nowhere. Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, that happens, right? Wow, they just did all that like immediately. Okay, nobody fall down the pit. Nobody fall down. While we're putting in these grates. So I want one here. And have they done it already? Nope. I think we probably have a couple though. Floor grate. So is this like a because like there are some circumstances where you would have a secret name, like a name that only HR knows you as, and it wouldn't be cool for people to know it, right? But I guess there's other situations where you just have a nickname that everyone uses, right? I feel like I've seen that before. Okay, and then, yeah, so that's all just gonna do that, and then I want to put a door here. And then we're definitely gonna also want a grate here, but we'll need to wait for that to happen. Make a grate. No guy who got introduced by the wrong name to the entire organization just had to be a different name for 2 years? No. No. I would quit. I would quit that week. I think they're just going by their middle name. I don't know how HR would handle dead names. It's an interesting question. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the organization, right? It'd be highly dependent on that specific HR, at least in my experience. I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually install things on these floors. There, and then that will work. I'm gonna keep our paths less wet as well. But like I'm sure HRs just don't even have the capability to be like, this is their legal name, but don't use it, right? Like most systems don't even have like legal name and preferred name. Normally it's just name, right? Most systems it's just here's their name. So yeah, I bet it is highly dependent. Dear all employees, please welcome Paul to the organization. Please say a big hello to Paul over the next few weeks. Paul, but my name's James. Oh, I hate it. Nightmare fuel. Thanks, I hate it. I'm just gonna do a door here just to keep things simple. But now there's just grates all up and down here, right? There is still water leaking through here. I don't know how much I can do about that. But I am gonna mine out a little bit of this, because this will be what generates the water for here. I do kind of want the water to be where I want it to be. I guess maybe it might do a bit better of draining into here, now that there's actually a way for it to go now. Maybe what I do, I mean, I could put in like some doors here, right? What if I do, oh, it won't quite work. Oh, that won't quite work. I didn't leave enough room in here to get fancy with it. Do I want more? I think I probably want more. You need a name, and a name that does most emotional harm. That's kind of what it feels like sometimes. Finger Org is really good. I go on my short name, but my legal name is longer, and I've never had anyone know my full name or get it wrong. And they ask me what I wanted my email to be. That's an important one too. I've definitely shown up for work, and they're like, "Here's your email," right? And if we didn't have that conversation beforehand, it's probably an email that I don't want, and those are kind of difficult to change sometimes. Yup. And we get emails and calls for a guy in another country on our system with a similar name. Hilarious. But that is at least like, clearly they're not referring to me, right? That's just some other person. So here, actually, I'm gonna smooth like these so that they don't continue leaking into our stairwell here. That will help a tiny bit. But mostly I want like this smoothed, right? I want all of this smoothed. Where is all this water coming from? Maybe we'll do like this. I'm gonna do a stairwell from here to here. Or no, it's gonna be here to here to here. We won't go down all the way. And then it's just gonna be a hatch here. And then I can put a grate on these floors. There and there. So now definitely no one's gonna fall through. And then... and then... I mean, on average, right? On average, it should be fine. I'm gonna go like this, because this is all smooth. I'm gonna mine out here, and I'm gonna smooth here. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Which feels silly, but also... I want to keep this as dry as I can. I want it to be precisely as damp as I want it to be. Okay, so now if we smooth all of the things that we can access from here. Okay, so then I think this is gonna just keep making waterfalls for us. I think that's gonna help. I'm gonna lock this so that no one tries to do some weird pathing through here. I don't think they can, but I'd rather them definitely not. And now, hey look, 7! Now we watch the mood, right? Hopefully that changes everything about how our fortress works. And then here's draining, so we can see how much water's coming down our waterfall at least. And I think I'm just going to forbid everything in here and lock the door. And that'll kind of be our system, right? Now I want them to clean up all the mud. That's gonna be a little bit harder though. I kind of want to see how fast this generates. We might want a little bit more water through here. The fact that our drain is off to one side is also slightly awkward, but I mean, they find their way down, right? All those twos. Yeah, that seems okay, actually. So I want to see mist. I want to see mist happen here. We can see waterfall through. Oh, I saw a mist. I saw a little bit. Got run at 8:30 a.m. I was in bed by fiance asking about a flight to Dublin I'd expensed wrong. By finance. Oh, yes. Ugh. So is the person that has a similar name to you in your same organization? I assumed you meant like completely unrelated to you. You're super senior, so I get some juicy stuff sometimes in my inbox and occasionally and oh my god, please delete that, you're not supposed to see this. Hilarious. They're like a director. Oh no. Oh no. That sounds like a thing. I can see how that would be a problem. Okay, well, yep, you missed. Look at it. Look at it. That is exactly what we want. I want to see everyone getting happy thoughts about it. See, there is still water. There's gonna be less water, I think. There's gonna be less water on the slopes just in general. Hopefully. What are you doing here? You are moving very slowly. Okay. And see, you're wearing your gear, but you dropped off your sword. I mean, is that how that works? I guess one thing that I've also been curious about, I guess it's the other squad that's on training duty right now. Something that I'm aware of, I guess. So this is a barracks, right? And then they can store either their individually assigned armor and weapons, and then there's their squad level equipment such as ammunition. Oh, I see. Interesting. So I'm gonna say they're gonna store all their stuff in here. We do have an actual stockpile here with their stuff, with like all the stuff. But I think if we go here and do like actual like weapon racks and stuff, because we have made a couple of weapon racks. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm curious what that does. If they store their weapons there when they're on break. very far from what I do. Say more, but it gets doxed. Yeah, don't say more. Crazy how functional this fort is. I mean, for how dysfunctional we are quite functional. We have 1 out of cinnabar, and I guess these are claystone and shale. Okay, I'm curious to see if these get used at all. Cause like you got your weapon on you. You got your weapon on you. You got your weapon on you. So now this is our first squad again. So now we're waiting for Reg to show up, right? Where's Reg? Reg, you're on duty. Go to combat training. Just very slowly. But now you have all your stuff again. Okay. I guess that's not too bad. So long as there's always people in here, I'm not too upset. Again, no migrants. We have continued to not get migrants. Stone cutter's attached to a steel short sword. That's very good. That's all fine. There's mambas fighting. Mamba's being found dead. I'm gonna assume that's okay. More tantrums. I think we probably need to start convicting people. There's just no witnesses. Why no witnesses? Okay. Does Tuco go to jail? Does Tuco get a timeout? Tuco and Padud. Padud, our new father. And Zykab, our old squad captain. Yeah, it's really... There's 3 primary tantrumers. Oh my goodness. Okay. These 3 people are gonna get a timeout. I'm not gonna do it for the ones that have no witnesses, but the ones where, like, people watched you be disorderly, you're gonna get. You are gonna suffer some consequences. For the good of the fortress. Jeez, a lot of things happen with no witnesses, apparently. And then hopefully the other 4 or 5 people who are grumpy but not criming will feel better about the waterfalls and not do a crime. I wonder, can we get waterfalls into our prison? Would that be smart? Just brainwash our prisoners? My goodness, you've been so busy. You've been so busy, Tuco. Okay. All right, yep. No sentence pending, so yes. Jeez. Tuco, come on. So now I want to watch this happen, right? So our peacekeeper is Suis? I want to watch the justice happen. Beat criminal, yeah. So you don't have a weapon, right? So I intentionally made one of our kobolds the peacekeeper. Yeah, you're gonna go chain Zykab. Because if an experiment were the peacekeeper, then we'd probably end up with a dead kobold, but I don't think a kobold is gonna beat an experiment to death. They're gonna have a meal, lunch break. Now back to the beaten. Justice, justice, justice. Socialize, socialize. Justice, justice. Tell a story. Justice. Are you going to the... Oh no, you just grabbed him right out of the hospital. So this is Padud, right? This is Padud. We should put beds and such in here. We do want them to have some happy thoughts. We'll try to minimize the recidivism a little bit. So you're having a drink. Now you have no job. So now the justice has happened, right? So you have no sentence pending. You have 51 days, 111 days. But Tuco hasn't happened yet, right? Yeah, I think you still need to do one. You're just wandering around. Well, okay, so we have 2 prisoners. We have Zycab stumbling obliviously. You're injured. Who did arm is torn open, arm is torn open. Okay, so you got cut when you got beat, right? Peacekeeper punches in the foot with claw, bruising muscle. Punches in the upper body, bruising the muscle. Slaps in the hand with tail. Punches in the arm, bruising the muscle. So what cut you? This is all just bruising, 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 bruising. That's quite a beating. Bruising. Stonecutter grabs a soldier by the tongue. Okay. Stonecutter kicks the mamba. Okay, so yeah, so you murdered a snake. You murdered a snake. Still, the exile the troublemakers deeper into evil territory. I think we are the exile. I think this is the exile. So I don't know how much more exiled we're gonna get. We're gonna smooth all of this. And then I'm gonna give them all beds. I guess let's smooth it first. Technically we can't do that. We don't have another site under our control right now. We could do that in our other fortress because there was like a site that had like attached itself to us in an economic sense. But that hasn't happened here. We're kind of on our own. Okay, you will definitely all want beds. And then I'm gonna say we're gonna engrave. Just go ahead and engrave these 2 cells. And then I want to add in some of our statues, now that we have some nicely decorated statues. Right? What's our best one? We have a statue of griffins. And porcelain statue of wombats. One of our gods. Yellow bullheads, interesting. How about an exceptionally designed or decorated cave spider statue? Some out be our attack and occupy squads. Yeah, but then they'll never be happy. I would rather them like become happy than get rid of them, right? I want to rehabilitate. Making an ooblet, but it's the next level of the fortress and throw in an engraving kit after. Make it pretty while you're down there. Okay, now we have Tuco. Okay, perfect. We'll toss in a statue here as well. Wombats. You were just Armok? I mean, I take responsibility for my creations. At least I try. Who's it? We have an engraver, right? Who's our engraver? We have 2 engravers. Maybe it's time for you to be just those things. Because you're also our doctor, and then you're also a stoneworker. So yeah. I don't think we have engraving going on anywhere else right now. Oh, 6! Fewer! Slowly fewer. And then directly above our jail is just more stuff, so it's gonna be hard to add waterfalls into here retroactively. I would kind of like to. You are also injured. Ability to stand lost. You probably got the snot beaten out of you. Bruising the fat through the dress in the wing. Oh. Bruising the bone, bruising the muscles. It's like a little just bruising. It's just a bunch of bruises, Tuco. Could have given that kobold a sword. Don't think you would have liked that. Yeah, look at this. Okay, so there's plenty of water going through here. That is more than enough water going through our waterfall. Yeah, so then, yeah, did you... It goes so fast. Waterfall thoughts? Get a waterfall thought. Everyone get your waterfall thoughts. Remembering bringing somebody to rest in bed. Oh, a raid! A Smitchell raid! Hello, Smitchell! Howdy, howdy, how's it going? We have justice. We're working on justice. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, Claiborne. Hello, Space Potatoes. What were you up to? Were you dwarfing? I almost typed /space potato instead of /shout out. I think Twitch crapped out and booted most of my 30 viewers 30 minutes ago. Interesting. Well, thank you, Twitch. I appreciate the effort. Hello, everyone. Yeah, how's it going? How's it going? Court ordered chill waterfall sounds too moderate. Silly Twitch gremlins. The Twitch gremlins are out in full force for sure. Hello, everyone. Oh, look, a strange mood. We just implemented a waterfall system that I'm hoping is going to bring up our mood a little bit. We have a lot of happy people, but we also have a good handful of grumpy people, and they have started tantruming. Quite aggressively, rather. And I don't want that to get out of hand. We have all 3 of our tantrumers right now are necromancer experiments. So that's cool. I don't want them to get too out of hand there. Oh, I messed up my cat cam. Oh well. Updated to new patch. Excellent. Forgotten Beasts look better, but there was no color. Chat said new world. Yeah, I also heard that. Most of the dwarfs died, went back to fort, then raid. I did also hear that the Forgotten Beasts are new world only thing. My understanding was that we have access to the new, the ranged stuff, without needing a new fort or a new world, but I haven't figured that part out. I was under the impression that I could dictate what my hunter uses, but I haven't found that menu yet. Suez has begun a construction. You have a magnetite. 1 magnetite. This is going to be quite the thing. Didn't look for that either. Yeah. So I don't have a ranged squad. I was specifically making melee squads. But I'm not seeing anything different in our... Oh, come on, guys. In our uniform menu. Peace Creeper has created... I can't. Niller Kossary Greymaw? What was that full name? Deep Death, the Crude Doctrines. Nickrel Rossi Craymal. Interesting. It is a magnetite figurine. Is worth 2,000. Masterfully designed image of Sakra, the kobold, and a cave dragon. The cave dragon is striking down Sakra. Killing of the kobold by a cave dragon in the Praise Hills in the autumn of 74, so back during world generation. During the Battles of Fury. Excellent. Cool, thanks. I guess let's put that in our treasure pit. We have a lot of figurines. It was magnetite. There you are. My throat has stopped working. Hunter stuff is in standing orders. See, that's kind of what my guess was gonna be. How things have changed since those times. Yes. Oh, this is new. This is DF hack stuff. There's, automated workshops, hauling, refuse and dumping, sieges and forbidding, chores and other. Am I missing something? I swear I updated. DF hack update? Yes, DF hack updated like right before I patched. Or before I started streaming. Was too early? Yeah. Yeah, I stream in the afternoon. So I get I get the DF hack patches. Yeah, I don't know. Stream in the AM and get people come into my stream. Did you see the new patch release just now? 2 hours in? Yeah. I believe it. I swear I've had a patch like while I was streaming. Like I had to close the game mid-stream and then open it back up and it patched. I was like, oh god. Not update during the stream next time? Yeah, I think that's probably wise. It's probably not even wise to update like day of stream, but I don't care to like prevent that, you know? Okay. Oh, you're finally working on your engraving. Very good. Blissful remembering becoming a parent. Good. Yes, have those good thoughts. Blissful remembering a bath. Excellent. Good. Just sit there in the jail and think about your last bath. That feel when you go to sleep and when you wake up, the universe and its workings are slightly different. Yes. Very slightly different. Oh, but we made a bunch of cloth. We made a good stack of pigtail, and that means we've used it all, right? So now I want to use this. Hi. Hello. Gotta go. Oh yeah, go do your post stream stuff. Sorry, I got distracted already. Thank you for the raid. Definitely thank you. Have a good night. Have a good dinner. I'll see you around. And this cat is just gonna be in my way. Just an eyeball. Her eyes are so huge. Her eyeballs are legitimately huge, but when she just gets up there in the thing, I don't know, it's great. Now you're gonna go settle again, right? You're not gonna get disruptive. No. Get down. Get down. There we go. No, 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 look at me. You're good. Have an approving slow blink. Like, I feel like that's the only way I can communicate to her that she's in a place that I want her to be, is just like blink as slowly as possible. Okay, so clothing, right? Hey look, our poet is down here praying to Nesteth. I don't even know who Nesteth is. Praying to Nar, meditating on mountains. I love it. Pray to Limar. Pray to the earth and flax. Very, very good. Now, our clothing situation. So most of our experiments has started with their own clothing, right? I think they mostly have like leather armor or dresses. I meant to do... You're wearing a toga and a dress. That's hilarious. I meant to look at how things stack. I want to say that like toga and breastplate wasn't working very well, so I think I want to do like dresses and skirts for everyone. Regarding hunter ammo, hunters also have an ammo pool you can set under labor, standing orders, other. Labor? Standing orders, other. I swear I patched. I swear I patched. Well, okay. That's not urgent. It's not there, probably a patch mistake. Yeah. I mean, potentially. I want to say that it patched like this morning, and then right before I launched, or right before I started stream, it also patched again. So maybe, I don't know. We'll keep an eye out for it. It is not urgent. It would be very nice to fix that. I would love to have a functional hunter, because we get boars here and we don't have leather. That's ultimately what I care about. But clothing, I'm gonna run auto clothing just to get a report on what we have. Following units need new bodywear, everyone. 2 dwarves, a monitor lizard man, 15 kobolds, and then, yeah, that's basically everyone. Everyone needs new shoes. Everyone needs new headwear. Everyone needs new handwear. So yes, less bodywear than the other things, but we basically need everything, and we have available bodywear for 2. Okay, so I'm gonna say that actually we're gonna make some stuff for the kobolds. So maybe the kobolds get togas, because they're way different sizes. We'll do kobold-sized togas and experiment-sized dresses. Maybe that's how we do it. So I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go cloth dress and cloth toga. Frank just went feral goblin mode. Oh no. I transferred Hex Goblin to Frank. Some lovely unisex dresses, exactly. Some experiment ponchos. Monster ponchos. That's what these are. So the dress is going to be sized for Lime Rhythm soldiers, and the togas are going to be sized for kobolds. And I'm going to designate 10 of each of those. I don't know that I have that much cloth. We might. We might. We'll start with that. The other thing that we can do, so we are farming in our caves. Oh, we're actually, it's back to summer again. We're farming pigtails again. Okay. I don't think we have any dimple cups. I don't think we have any plants or spawn for dimple cups, and I definitely want to start dyeing our cloth. There's like a seeds, right? Seeds. Got plenty of pigtail seeds, so that's excellent. Cave wheat seeds, rice seeds. Oh yeah, I want to do an above ground. An above ground thing. Oh, I was thinking, what if we farmed inside our canyon? What if we had an above ground farm inside our canyon above the river? Because then it would be closer to the rest of our fortress. So we clearly do not have dimple dye seeds. We do not have dimple dye plants. So we need to find some dimple cups. I think I want to find some dimple cups. And of course, we're in an evil biome, so a lot of this is just going to be dead. But there should just be some in here, right? Hidden Valley Ranch. Yeah, I guess that is what it is, isn't it? I guess now I have to. That is funny. Okay, so we have a thing here. Is there anything even alive out here? I'm just gonna say gather. It's mostly gonna be plump helmets. Is there anything to gather out here that's not a plump helmet? Do things die like I kind of assumed everything would die equally, right? Like, this is like the only things that survive are plump helmets. I never paid that close attention. These are all just plump helmets. Everything else is dead. The caveweed is dead, the quarry bushes are dead, the sweet pods are dead. But the plump helmets are alive. I did not understand that to be the case. Are there not any dimple cups in here? If we can't find dimple cups and we don't get... oh, there's a sweet pod that's alive. Okay, so it's not universal. If we're not getting caravans and we can't find dimple cups, then we just don't get dyed clothing. And that would be unfortunate. I don't think there's any creatures down here. I'm gonna say that our... I guess who's training right now? Our B squad is training right now. So I want to say that our A squad... I'm gonna bring our A team down here. We're just gonna station down here. I'm gonna say... So we had plant gathering set to 1 person. I'm actually gonna say that everyone's gonna gather plants right now. So everyone who doesn't have a job is just gonna come out here and do it, right? Because we got people socializing. So I'm gonna get the squad down here first. And then we're gonna open the gate. And we're gonna let them... Yeah. And then where's Reg? Reg is gonna be like the slow one. Hilariously. But you got your stuff, right? You got your weapon, you got... you do not have your breastplate, that's the thing, right? You have a shirt and a copper mail shirt, but you have like 3 mail shirts on. I think I just need to get them to replace their mail shirts. I would rather them have a breastplate than just mail shirts, right? So you got it figured out. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and open this. We got 4 of the 5 here. We had a Forgotten Beast show up, but I think like immediately walked off the map again, so I don't think we currently have a Forgotten Beast. But we're gonna keep an eye on this just to make sure. Just to make sure. They're all gonna reveal more of the caves as they come out here. Look how big this cave is. Look how big and flat this cave is. Can we find any... Can I control F dimple cups? What do dimple cups even look like? I don't even know what they look like. Yeah, pick those plants. Our last cave was not this flat. Our last cave was just a pit. Just one gigantic pit. I'm gonna say our squad stations up here. And then we're going to take all of this. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, just do it all. It's gonna be mostly plump helmets. I do see some sweet pods. There's some quarry bushes. We should figure out what to do with our quarry bushes. Just even one dimple cup. Even one dimple cup we could make work. But no. There's a cave wheat. So it's definitely not universal. Perfect farm spot, right? I mean, we got two giant chambers in here. This was unprecedented when we found it, and now we found another one. And then there's gonna be, oh, here's our passage down. Here's our way down. Oh, nice. There's like bloodthorn and stuff down here. So we generated this world with just the one, just one cave layer, which essentially means that we have all three cave layers just on top of each other. I'm gonna station down here just so that we can reveal the map down here. And see what we got. I believe they can get here. I believe they can get here. Where are you at? Where are you at? Unreachable location. Really? Okay, well, what about like down here? Can you get to here? No? There's a reg station. Oh, you're working on... Okay, I guess you're working on it. Well, I guess we can check this, right? Have we seen any dimple cups yet? Nope. No migrants. Okay, so they can station here. I'm going to say that we harvest this platform while we're here. I see a lot of plump helmets. I see plump helmets exclusively. There's a cave wheat. There's a sweet pod. This is worrying. This is kind of worrying. And then do we have a way down? Yeah, so we can get down to here. And get down to here. We should be able to get down all the way. Pretty sure. If I say station here. Nope, are you running off? Or I'll just grabbing individual things. Where's my station? So they're working on it. Right? Down the slope. Okay, so you can get there. Which means you can get down this slope, right? This all looks pretty slopey. Maybe one of these trees blocks the way. Maybe this is the problem. Can you get to here? Unreachable location. Okay, I'm gonna assume that it's that tree. So station there. Right, so you have an order. So now I'm gonna say we're going to chop here and here. And then in theory, you can do that. And working on art fight. So I've heard the name art fight a couple times in the last couple of weeks and haven't managed to actually look into what it is. Can you explain what art fight is to me? Tell me about art fight. Because it sounds interesting. So we harvested all this, right? We got all this. And then I bet we can get over here. And then we're working on down that way. I bet we can reach that. We're just gonna harvest all of the cave. We're just gonna harvest all of this. And then so here, so we can go down from here, right? This is all accessible. That's all fine. And then that doesn't go down. Oh, interesting. I assumed... So then it goes up from there. And there's a little platform over here. I see. And then there's stuff up here. Which I think we can get to all of that. And then this is just the air above the caves. This is just the ceiling. Okay, and then I think we can get over here. Surely there's something somewhere. Did we chop that one tree already? We chopped a tree. Art fight is a sort of art exchange back and forth. There are two teams and everyone has characters. You can attack someone from the other team by drawing one of their characters, and they defend by drawing one of your characters in kind. Interesting. So you're just drawing... Is the thing that you draw anything specific, or you're just, you specifically, you choose someone from the team and draw something of their character? It happens all over July, and at the end of the month, the attackers/defenders are counted up and the winner is chosen. Interesting. Basically, big excuse to draw a bunch of characters in different styles and types. Yeah, I like it. I approve. I think that's a smart way of doing it. I think that's a smart way of doing it. Tuco and Zycab are still tantruming. We're down to 5 grumpy faces, though. Our grumpy faces are slowly decreasing. Slowly decreasing. We've made a bunch of more snake skull totems. You get more points the more complex and more characters you draw in a piece. So are there like impartial judges? Who does the point tallying? Like, I know the winning isn't really the point, right? Like, this is all just a fun excuse to draw stuff, obviously, but I think maybe these ramps don't work. Maybe what we want to do here, we do a stair like that. Maybe that will help. And a good excuse to make a character sheet and new material to show off my work? Yeah, totally. Honor system, self-reported, okay. I mean, I like that. I do like that. Oh, there we go. Okay. That revealed more stuff down here. Oh, look! Cave swallow men! Look at the portrait! Every time I see a new portrait, it's perfect. It's perfect. We have cave swallow people in our cave. I was thinking that our cave is awfully underpopulated, but here they are. They were just hiding down here. And they're all gonna be blowgunners. So we don't so the whole not having ranged people thing is going to be fun. Bored after leading an unexciting life. Disdains artwork. Hope they don't kill us or vice versa. I think one of those things is gonna happen. So we do have our squad stationed right here, right? They're gonna be cavern creatures, so by default they are gonna be hostile to us. If all 5 people just sitting here, perfect. So the fact that that just revealed all of that tells me that that's the only way for them to get to us. And this is like, this goes down. This is the way down. This is the way down. Wow, okay, that goes down. Hey look, a vault. Should pop those open at some point. If only we could recruit him and let him lead a new and interesting life on the surface. I agree. I absolutely agree. I want to be able to interact with the cave creatures. Because as it is, they're like the people that you can't interact with in that way. Evoke a parlay, we can't. If we could, I would. It's a pretty big cave. I hope they don't choke. Yeah, this one's a bit big to swallow. If they are swallow people, they should be able to travel to Africa. Depends on what kind of swallow. I love their patterns. I love their coloration. I think we're just gonna watch what they do. They might just hang out here. They might just hang out. I'm assuming we still have people picking plants. Or maybe no, there's still some harvest plant jobs. Now someone's coming to finally grab this tree here. So like the only way, oh, I see. So this doesn't connect. Interesting, this doesn't connect. So the only way to get to this whole section here, where the cave swallows are, is like down through here. We would have to go all the way down here and then back up to actually get to where they are. No wonder they didn't find us. Hello, dragon. How's it going? We have some cave swallow people and a cat. We got a little black cat lurking up there. Depends on if they're laden with coconuts or not. It's true. We don't have coconuts here. We're a little bit more. I don't think we're tropical enough to have coconuts here. They are just gonna hang out there, and then someone just took off their socks. All right, whatever. Okay, well that's the most dangerous thing happening in our caves right now. I'm trying to gather cave plants in order to get a dimple cup. I want 1 dimple cup. And it hasn't happened yet. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. We've got more pigtails. We should use our pigtails. And then our seeds, right? Got pigtail seeds. We don't have dimple cups. We don't have dimple cups. So is anyone working on a local parlay system? I don't think so. Not to my knowledge. I would love to see like an official one, right? Like I want to see it be like a real thing. I'm also looking to see if all of our plants got harvested. It kind of looks like we did. I don't see any pending plant harvest markers. So I think that means we're gonna say that we did not find any. But while we're out here, I actually wanna... That one's gonna be wet, right? I'm gonna take our squad here and station them over here. And pop this open. Oh, are you gonna harvest plants? Store owned item. Okay, so that's different clearly. And then there. So that's just gonna be water, right? Is that there's nothing inside? Okay. Fair enough. So then while we're at it, I want to do this one. Just station right there. And mine right there. Oh, is it just solid? Interesting. I don't think I've seen one that just doesn't have a hollow center at all. Well, okay. I guess. There are still people running around in here. So are you going back for your shoes? Okay. I don't want to accidentally lock anyone out of here, right? What are you found a glove. Cool. Cool. Everyone get inside. I'm gonna say I think everyone's in. I hope everyone's inside. Maybe in a couple seasons we'll have to try again. Right? No one's stranded out here, right? Y'all made it in? Y'all are good? Hope y'all are good. Let's keep working on textiles. So I think we've been doing them in batches at this point. But I think I'm gonna say, but we made a bunch more cloth. That's nice. Did our clothing happen? Yes. Wow. Cool. So let's maybe do some pants. I think we need some skirts? Or do we do trousers? I think we're just gonna do trousers. We'll do cloth trousers and we'll do cloth. I guess we'll do both. It's nice to have a variety, right? We'll say that the skirts are gonna be for the soldiers. And the trousers will be for kobolds. And then we'll do like another batch the other way around. But I think what I want to do, so yeah, all the seeds are here. And they have to like haul those down like one at a time, right? Maybe what I do is have a little seed output stockpile here. For not plump helmets. Pigtail seeds. This will not accept from anywhere, but this will export to that one. This is aid seeds. I'm gonna like not station our squad anymore. Go enjoy. Go have fun. You look all good? You look all good? You might need, well, you seem What are you wearing? You are wearing something sized for Land Rhythm soldiers, so you can wear their size stuff, which is good. I don't want to have to make reg size things specifically. Because he's definitely the large one. So then yeah, and then we need to make some bags. That's what we really need. How about some cloth bags? We'll just make an order of 10 cloth bags. But what I want to do, whenever we have pigtails, I want to process the pigtails. But I want that to happen at these shops specifically. So it's going to be, you are going to process plants, basically one at a time. Right? Specifically unrotten, processable pigtails. Pigtail plants, right? Which is satisfied. Okay, so I think that's fine. We'll say that's greater than 3. Right? And then I want to do that for each of these. I guess I want to make sure that this one succeeds. Right? It should activate. And then do these need to, they're inputting from there, so they need to output to here specifically, right? So they output to here and they output to here. This is pigtail seed output. This is thread. And this is cloths. And that makes this leathers. Right? Yeah, there you go. Right? Yep, you process the pigtails. And then, in theory, these will end up here. Okay, so you made the thread. All the seeds are going downstairs. Which I guess is fine. I guess I would rather them end up in a bag here and then someone just grab the bag and bring it down. But that's gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna replicate that. In these other ones, we're gonna process plants one at a time. There's more than 3 pigtail plants. And then you also need to output to here and output to here. Perfect. Process plants. 1, 3. There you go. And then you output there, output there. And then you output there, output there. So now these should just process the pigtails when there are pigtails. And that will give us our seeds back, and then we'll continue to grow pigtails. I like that as a solution. We made some totems, we made some large skirts, we made some masterwork large pigtail skirts. Pudot is throwing another tantrum. Okay, I mean, that's working, right? I mean, I guess if that doesn't happen, then that's not the end of the world. It would just be more labor efficient if they did it correctly. Okay, so that means we have a bunch of thread here, and they will automatically make cloth out of that. So that is happening. And then it sounds like we made the clothing that I told them to make. They even make the bags? Did we end up with bags? Right, we have pigtail bag, and then there's... I mean, they're all filled with seeds. Might need to... Did it get canceled? Didn't even look if it got canceled. I'm gonna try it again. Pigtail... or, cloth? Cloth bag. I'm sure we'll need them. That is a clother thing, right? Yeah. Need shale. How are we out of shale? How the heck did we go through all the shale? We did also engrave these ones. Have you been getting happy thoughts? Interested remembering a splendid statue. Interested near a fine bed. Interested near a splendid statue. Interested near a fine door. Blissful remembering becoming apparent. That's all good things, right? See, you have all this gear on you. I'm going to take this opportunity to make some of these other ones better as well. Because why not? Just do all that, and then we'll put these statues in there as well. Like we'll do one here. Porcelain statue of a Crundle. Porcelain statue of kobolds. Porcelain statue of a god. You're all doing stuff. I'm not seeing them. I mean, I'd rather them wear their stuff, right? Where's Reg? Is Reg up here? Make clay statue. Do you have your sword? You have your sword on you. Okay. I guess that's fine. You did get a large steel helm on here. You do have a breastplate and a dress. Okay. I think the dress plays better with the breastplate than the togas. I don't know why that is, because I would imagine that a dress is larger than a toga. What? Who knows? And we need more flux. Oh my goodness. This fort is just cruising. Cruising right along. Let's see. This is all, that's all mica. And then I think we're gonna go with this way. I think we're gonna do like that. Or maybe like this. In case we need to designate something else at some point. I'd also love for some of our rocks to be like we've used a lot of our rocks, right? Wow. This is just our everything stone stockpile, so that's absurd. We have made some crafts. We have made some stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They have been busy. They have been busy. How many totems do we have? 167 black mamba totems. Maybe someday we'll get a caravan. I'm almost tempted to turn off stone crafts. Now that we've used all of our junk stone. Like there's ore and stuff everywhere. I guess we will end up digging more chambers. I guess let's go ahead and do this. I want to expand this, this storage room. And we'll just do like this. Something like that. And then we'll say that this is a hallway, right? Right, so this will be right? I mean, that seems fine. Just this one spot here. Go like that. And then we'll take out these walls and put walls in kind of here, right? These might get adjusted. Once we kind of see what all that looks like. But then we can get more of our ore and fuel into here. I mean, with beastmen on maps, you should at least be allowed to trade with them, especially useful in this situation. I would love to trade with them. They don't have a civilization the same way that surface creatures do, and that's the main difference. Is they just don't organize themselves into civilizations, so the game doesn't consider them. There's no one to parlay with, right? There's no one to trade with. They're just some creatures. It's like finding a pack of wild wolves out in the forest, but it's like they're people. But yeah, I would love to see them actually organize themselves into things. And now it's autumn. My God. Maybe the doors will show up. Maybe the dwarves will come. Parlay with the wolves. Yeah. I would love that. I would honestly love that. Parlay with the Cyclops. Well, there's our door. Okay, so I'm gonna just wall this off. Now we've used all of our blocks except for the shale. Very nice. I think it was basically fine, right? I think that looks pretty good. And now we have claystone. Cyclops says he just likes eating people, so he will not acquiesce. Yeah. But what if I, like, kept a couple goblins on hand? Right? Like, I will give you a goblin if you don't eat my kobolds. Would that be an okay parlay? Oh! Oh no! So a bunch of snakes died. Oh, I was gonna say this is... So wait. Oh no, what is happening? Oh no. So some snakes are dead. One of our Lime Rhythm soldiers is dead. And one of our kobolds is dead. Yeah, we just lost 2 people. What just happened? Okay, well you were in the hospital. I don't have shows Sazler, right? I feel like that was kind of an important name. Clan Fixer's fighting, that's not good. Where's Clother Terez? I mean, you could have died from like an infection or something. Goblins start shifting uneasily? Yeah, I mean, they should. So this other one, Lur? What happened to Lur? Tuco... Saxa? Mamba. Here's Shazel, sir. Stoneworker attacks the Mamba. Stoneworker vomits. Okay, well that's not good. Black Mamba bites the Stoneworker, denting the scale, bruising the muscle. Black Mamba bites, denting, yeah. So you paralyzed. Black Mamba venom is injected into the Stoneworker's blood. The Clan Fixer releases the grip from the Stoneworker's left claw. You got into a fight with the doctor and got bitten by the doctor's snakes and died to the poison of the doctor's snakes. Millions of snakes. Okay, what started this? Who started this? Who? Okay, don't pick a fight with the doctor. Stoneworker struggles in vain against the grip of the Fixer. This went on for a while. Stoneworker's become enraged. Who started this? Is this really the start? Stoneworker attacks the snake. Clan Fixer attacks the Stoneworker. Where's our... Okay. We have 3 injured people. Uh-oh. Have I done something bad here? The miner punches the Black Mamba. Was the Mamba's a bad idea? The miner kicks the Black Mamba in the fang, and the severed part sails off in an arc. But you're not fighting the doctor. No, Clan Fixer might misses the miner. Okay, and there's some dead snakes. Oh, what have I done? Just realized how absolutely sinister to have a doctor who's bedecked by snakes. Yeah? Does that one not need to be our doctor anymore? So this is Saxa. You're happy. You are seriously injured. I was attacked. So what happened to you? Maybe you are the log we should be looking at. Soldier attacks the Clan Fixers, the oldest thing we can see. We also don't get to see like how old this was. Butcher kicks the Clan Fixer in the claw. Clan Fixer punches the Butcher in the body, bruising the muscle. I've been injured badly. I cannot find hope. So you are recovering. Okay, so you are bringing the doctor to the hospital. I'm hoping that means you still have 21. So what happened to you? You can no longer, you can't stand or grasp. Need sutures. Yeah. Are you good at this? Do we need you to be our doctor? We do have a novice diagnostician as our backup person. Right? Yeah. Uh-oh. I might have done a bad thing. So we have, yeah, our 3 injured citizens are here, and one of them's Tuco. I wonder if that has to do with it. One of them being our tantrumer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, then if we can get our people to not tantrum, then maybe they won't pick fights with the hordes of venomous snakes. Come on, guys. Black Mamba's found dead. I'm gonna hope that that incident is concluded. That's 2 deaths. That's just 2 more deaths, and one of them was an experiment too. That's really unfortunate. Yep, and here comes your snakes to keep you company. Affectionate after interacting with a pet. Nothing like finishing work at 11:55. Yeah, good job. Oh, wait, wait, hold on. Come on. Can I... This is dumb. I just need to carve out all of this so that it's not leaking. I don't know if I might be able to get there. I'm gonna say remove this door. Let's see if anyone can actually make it here. I think they can come up. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do that, and then all that water is gonna flood into our place. That's fine. Should be fine. Yeah, waterfalls for everyone. Just wash it all down. Yeah, it's fine. That will all wash off the edge of the map, and then this will all make our stairs very dangerous. It's fine. It's just gonna leak out here. That's fine. Okay, so what I need to do here, I need to do a stair like that. If he dies, it's a good excuse to cull most of the snakes. Yeah, well... Yeah. That is our doctor. So I'm just gonna do this. And dig all the way around. Guess I kind of want to do all of this, right? just smooth it all. Gonna be ugly, and I don't care. Guess we can even put like a hatch here, right? Blam. Oh, yeah, I know it's wet. That's the whole problem. Literally the whole problem. Damp dig. Well, we're down to 1 injured citizen, but I think we probably need some more justice now, right? Go look at those statues. Okay. Look, more rocks. Okay, so now we smooth this. We smooth it, and it stops leaking. That's what happens now. Now who's fighting? Peacekeeper and Padud. Okay, so I guess that is what I said to happen. At least it's not the Peacekeeper with the snakes. That would probably be really bad. Mamba enforced justice. I think that's all fine. We can all still get down, right? Yeah, okay. So I want that to dry out, and then I want you to put a door there again, because I do, like, this I want. Like, no, this needs to get bigger. I want water here. Yes, I know. See, now we're like... Now there's not aquifer here? I guess it'll leak from the ceiling as well. Yeah, okay, maybe that's fine. And then I don't want this to be a passageway. I don't want people using that. And then people are gonna come and grab these, which is fine, I guess. Okay. What a mess. What a perpetual mess. But that means I can make these bigger now, right? So our fuel stockpile will just go all the way across. I think I like that. I'll say platinum is gonna move down here, maybe? And then erase from there. And then this is all magnetite for all our iron ore, which I definitely want that to be bigger too, right? So maybe tetrahedrite moves over here, and that doesn't need to be big. That's mostly just get it out of the way. So tetrahedrite will go there. And then flux goes like here. And then not here. And then the iron ore goes like this. And now the snakes are rotting, and I guess you're gonna want your pets to have a tomb. So now we have to bury the snakes that killed the citizens. Hilarious. Let's put down some more as well. Can't believe I dug these wrong. Oh, well. I guess I could just, like... at least make it look more coherent, I think. No migrants. Someday. I mean, our wealth... oh, say, okay, so here's... oh, that's an interesting thing. So, our broker... our voice, right? Pecklod. Pecklod is probably not a very good appraiser. Well, you haven't seen a caravan yet. No migrants, no caravan. You're an expert organizer. But what about appraisal? Do you even have appraisal in here? Do we have anyone who's any good at appraising? Not really. Can I just search for... there, we do. We have one skilled appraiser. Okay, and you're a miner. I might need to make you our trader. So, okay, let's see if this makes an impact. So here's what we're dealing with right now. Our appraiser is not very good at appraising and has appraised our fortress's wealth as nothing. 14,000 created. We've created much more than 14,000. I can guarantee you. Like, we can probably look at our artifacts. We have 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Was it just the 3? I mean, there's 6. That's half of it right there, right? And then you look at our gigantic pile of craft goods. Like, individually, these aren't going to be worth much, but, like, we have much more than is being reported. Just even this bin of gems. So this is saying created wealth 14,000, which I guarantee is low. The only way to get appraisal experience is with caravans. So, do you have a depot? It's right here. We have a depot right here. So I think part of the problem here, I think our evil forest is probably not helping, but part of the problem is that our fortress is not telling the world that we have anything. As far as the world is concerned, I think we have 14,000 created wealth. So that won't be attracting migrants, that won't be attracting caravans, right? But the only way that you get appraisal XP is with caravans. So I think we need to say that our trader, our clan voice here, is going to be the one person with appraisal skill. Which means we need to swap out your rooms, right? Conneral is now our voice. So then now I need to find you and find your other room. And oh, this is the room that has, or no, you live next door to the to the artifact. Okay, so now this room goes to Heclad. So you're just gonna switch rooms. So now I want to see if we get appraised any higher. And I hope we do. I don't know if... I don't know if anything's gonna... If anything's gonna happen, right? I don't know if anything triggers a reappraisal. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. And then this is just hilarious. Basically needs to fill back in. Maybe I'll mine out these ones that aren't aquifer, because surely we're gonna find more aquifer right behind it, right? Surely. Or maybe not. Well, I guess there's gonna be aquifer above, so that's still gonna be helpful. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is better. So this part isn't aquifer. Such a weird aquifer statue toppled by Pedud. Are you in prison toppling your statue? No, where are you? Where'd you topple a statue? They're all like in temples and such. Oh, come on. Did you break it? Where did this happen? What about where you started tantruming? I guess there is a statue missing from here. Are you taking the statue away? No, you're hauling lignite. It was probably this. Yeah, there you go. I don't know why the snakes aren't going. Well, I guess I did tell our refuse pit up here to not take black mamba stuff because I was trying to change how that worked a little bit, but in theory they should be getting buried now, right? So I don't do Nope, it should all be in here again. All right. Well, this is drying out, so this is much better. This is all fine. This is now just muddy. Our doctor appears to have survived, right? Our doctor survived, instigating a revolt. We are the grump. Oh, geez, look. Oh, they're getting grumpier. But we do have waterfalls. The waterfalls are still working. You all should be okay. Clearly we need some cabinets over here. Doot. You will have them. And then you all seem good. Waterfall power, they are so powerful. I need them to do their thing. I need them to work their magic. Look how much plump helmets we have now. Did we go through all our fish? No. We have a lot of fish. What were we watching? I want to know why the snakes aren't getting buried. Shouldn't they be? Or we're just out. We just straight up used all of our tombs already. Cool. Just toss them all in. Come on. And let's dig some more. Do beastmen attack you in adventure mode? Oh, like the ones in the caves? Yeah, sure, if you find them, yeah. Why not? What if we do like... Okay, something like that. And then... maybe something like this. And then... oh, come on. Something like this. Yeah, so that'll be some hallways, and then we'll just squeeze our tombs into here. Oh, I kind of see what happens. Oh, look! A beast! An enormous scaly fly. It has 3 long curving horns. It has a bloated body. Its peach scales are small and set far apart. Beware its deadly spittle. Okay. Where are you? Yeah, we got a bunch of cave swallow people. And then Zeuspo. Are you going to go after the cave swallow people? This will also be a good test to make sure that you can't actually get in. You are going somewhere with intention. This is where I find out that there's like one small bit that you can get through, right? No, I guess not. You would have tried just now. Okay. Yep. We walled it off. We did good. Okay, I'm gonna say that you're okay to chill in here. Maybe you'll find some cave swallows at some point and help depopulate our cave. But if we want to get back in there someday, we'll have to deal with that, obviously. Poor cave swallow people. Yeah, I think they're probably gonna have a bad time when this finally gets over to them. It did spawn on like the complete opposite end of the map. Okay. Well, you're all good. Okay, so we are working on pigtails still. And plump helmets, and then the quarry bushes we're not doing, but that's fine. Least important. Then I want to check on here, right? So we have a pigtail and then some pigtails. We don't have any seeds there. We have a bunch of seeds here. We have a bunch of active jobs. Perfect. And then we have a big crate of thread and a big crate of cloth. Look at this. Look at this. It's working. It's working. So I'm going to do another auto-clother to get a report on this. Body gear and leg wear is what we've done recently. We definitely need some more leg wear. We have available body wear for 2 soldiers. I'm going to keep going on the body wear. I'm also, I guess I need to make sure that the 2 kinds of experiments can wear the stuff sized for each other. So I want to see, like, you aren't wearing anything we've made. Or no, this might be. So it's sized for you specifically. I want to see if there's a thad wearing a thud wearing items for a limer. You have leather stuff, so you haven't grabbed anything jute. We didn't make any of that. We might need to make specific stuff for both sizes of experiment. Or is she wearing a bunch of leather stuff? Yeah, you haven't grabbed anything either. Are they like drastically different sizes? You silk, pigtail socks, we didn't make those. Wool dress, we haven't made any of those. We might need stuff for them specifically. What about you? I think we looked at you. Yep. We're eating. You are haggard. Of course you are. Wool trousers. Got a pike. You're in our squad. Okay. I'm not wearing most of your gear though. So let's do this. I'm gonna say cloth dress, cloth toga, and cloth. I'm also gonna say cloth dress. So the 2 dresses are going to be for the 2 experiments. So these are for the limers. These are for the thuds. Togas are for the kobolds. And then I want to do cloth trousers and cloth skirt. How did I do it last time? I think I did trousers for the kobolds. I'm gonna say trousers for the limers. And we'll hold off on the other ones for the thuds at the moment, because I want to see if they can wear each other's stuff. Thuds have virgin killer backless togas. A backless toga. Well, and it's the limers that have the tails, right? I guess the thuds have wings. I guess you don't want like a whole bunch of cloth on your back if you have wings, I imagine. And we're just out of shale blocks. So I'm gonna take off this shale block job. We'll probably have to make more blocks someday. Oh, Farmer's Workshop was toppled by Zycab. Thanks, cool. That didn't have a super specific work order attached to it or anything. Thanks. Convict. Convict. Oh yeah, I was doing this. I was digging. So I guess you end up with these weird... Well, I don't know. I feel like I did do it wrong last time. Right, I think that's fine. So then we'll do like this. And we'll just have that one stop there. And there's this big empty middle area. Or we do like that. No. Like that. Not that that gives me a whole lot. But that's fine. I'm gonna say that this is a hallway. And that this is a hallway. Or maybe we do... How do I do this? And I can have some of it look regular, I guess. I guess. And then, yeah, okay. I guess that works. Something like that. Sure. Have some tombs. Like, half of this is gonna be for snakes. Okay, that's all we have at the moment. Plop in the doors. Oh. don't know what that was. And then this didn't quite work out right. So I need to... Nope. I need... Or no, that's fine. No, it's fine. Or no, this one's not fine. So... maybe we do like this. Cheesecake thuds wearing the backless toga, but the effect is lessened by the fact that they're covered in wings and feathers. What about cheesecake? Sorry, what? A dwarf poet is visiting. We have a visitor. Hooray! Stugos. Or no, you're not gonna be on this menu. Where are you at, Stugos? Meditating on murder. Great. Perfect. Good. Type of photography pose. What? News to me. Yeah, visitor. Maybe Stugos can go and tell the world about how awesome we are. And then we'll get some visitors. That'd be great, right? Go tell everyone about how great our super tiny and low value temple is, right? Yeah, you're here. Let's just smooth that out real quick. Just give it a quick old smooth. Perfect locale for demo poetry, yes. The people here will listen very closely, I think. I want as many tombs as I can have. And they all accept snakes. For some reason. Okay. I think that's enough. Emo poetry, also that. Oh. Bestowed a name upon a shield. Okay, that's cool. I mean, if you want to, like, show someone how much you appreciate, like, darkness and misery, just finding an evil forest where it just literally like, the sky is bleeding. It's gotta be pretty good, right? Oh. Right, I do. We should probably also be making more steel stuff, shouldn't we? But we swear we're not evil. Please ignore the snakes and the blood rain and the fact that half of us are necromancer experienced. We're totally friendly. We're totally fine. We're here for merriment and amusement. Please bury the snakes. Please bury the snakes. What? What? Whoa, no. Rurak? Oh no! What happened to Rurak? Oh, that one hurts. Oh, that one hurts. Oh no! This is one of our adventures. This is our legendary animal trainer. This is the person who trained all of our cave dragons. I think you just got tantrumed. Lime Rhythm Soldier grabs the slime driver by the hand. See, that's what I was worried about. The kobolds are much smaller. Who was this? Did you just murder? Stoneworker? I think that might have been Zycab. Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, that one hurts more than most. I really liked Rurak. She was a real one. She's been with us for a long time. That was our third adventure. That was back in the year, like 103, 104. So retirement is dangerous for adventurers. Eventually, yes. I mean, she did quite a lot of stuff in her adventure mode, or not in her fortress life, but like, can't even bring her back with necromancy. Not easily. We'd have to go, like, get a necromancer and bring him over here, right? We don't have a necromancer here. Well, you weren't. No, you were actually our clan tactician, hilariously. Does the dwarf poet become our tactician? Rico is the one that I didn't end up putting in a squad, right? Yeah, I guess it's gonna be you. I guess it's you, our novice leader. I'm sad now. Oh no. Yeah, yep. And then your modest quarters here, I will just free. And then everyone has a bedroom, right? Everyone has a bedroom. We're just gonna slowly lose people. And since the tablets are locked away forever, no necromancer will be wandering in. So there's the potential. So I don't think we've killed all the necromancers. I think it's possible that there are some extant necromancers in the world. I highly doubt they're gonna wander in. I highly, highly doubt there's gonna wander in. Okay, I think we're burying the snakes. Did we just fill all of these? No, I guess there's still a couple. And our waterfalls are working, right? Don't fail me, waterfalls. Yeah, that's a waterfall. That's a waterfall if I ever saw one. It's even too much, isn't it? This is probably dangerous. Like this is probably too much. How would I fix that now that it's all... Or do I bother? Like this is fine. This is just gonna spread out and dry out, right? So I'm not too worried about that as long as it's not... As long as people aren't falling to their deaths and such. I could dig a drain this way, or overflow drain. Is that what we're doing? And now it's winter. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, it hurt to see go because we let them find their ways into our hearts. It's true. Like, this is why you don't get attached to your fortress creatures, but this is also why you get attached to them, right? Because now it's more interesting when they die and you're attached to them. But of course that means we're sad now. I guess I need to smooth here, right? And then I want, like, doors here. That's ultimately what I want. Silly way to go? Yes. Dwarf Fortress is filled with silly ways to go. Most of them are silly. Very few ways to die in this game are, like, noble and heroic. There are a couple, but they are few and far between. I'm gonna place a wall grate like that. Love someone to grab that. The toll of love is always grief, but it's a price worth paying. I agree. It's gotta be, right? Now there's too much water to put the doors in. Tuco is tantruming. Should I be watching all of these tantrums? I mean, at what point do I just say that every experiment is training at all times, right? They can't tantrum if they're all just stuck in a barracks training, right? See now, yeah, Padud is fighting a mamba. Where are you now? So here you are. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. Yeah, tantrum against a dragon. Y'all are so eager to pick fights with the snakes. Try a dragon. See how far that gets you. You're picking up equipment? Okay. Well, speaking of equipment, let's keep working on our steel gear. I do want to arm everyone. How are the kids? Oh, we should check on the kids. I want to look at, like, breastplates. Steel breastplates, we have 15. Okay, so we have a bit more than we're using. Not a ton. Oh, I want to look at bars. That's what I was doing. We have some steel. So I'm going to put in an order. And we made all those clothes. Did we actually make all those clothes? We potentially made a bunch of clothes. So I'm gonna say steel breastplate, steel mail shirt, steel helm, steel greaves, steel high boots, steel gauntlets. Did I do helm? What am I missing? Leggings. No, that's the greaves. Yeah, okay. I'm going to size these for the same dudes. We'll start with that, and then I want to check the clothing situation again. The bodywear situation is much better. The thuds have... I mean, the thuds are clothed, right? So were they before? They were not before. So they have gained bodywear, which means to me that they can wear the same size things. So bodywear, we are basically there. And then pants is the second most important. So we should do more experiment-sized pants. So I'm gonna do cloth skirt. This will be for limers. And then cloth skirt for kobolds. And let's also make some hats. I know they like their caps. So we're gonna do both sizes, cloth cap. So this one will be for limers. Not saying that have as many mambas as pets was a bad idea, but they have caused expectedly unexpected consequences. Yes, I did not expect such acute consequences. I will say that. I wonder... Like, we didn't have this problem in the other fortress. Like, we had snakes. We didn't have this many snakes, but I'm pretty sure we had mambas. Do you not get like a murder charge? Is it all just disorderly conduct? I wanna say that we had snakes, right? So I wonder if this is mostly a combination of creatures who aren't used to being around snakes, and then we just put them around a lot of snakes. But I think it's just the tantruming, right? I think that was just kind of bad luck. They just happened to tantrum against someone who had 24 poisonous snakes standing right behind them. Can't charge an owner of the snakes for murder, but it's not this. It's I was thinking of the other one. When Rurak did not die to the snakes. Rurak just died to a tantrumer. Rurak was just murdered. Do they have a tavern? We do have a tavern. We have one tavern. Tombs. Make them tombs. Done. Is this you here? Or whose stuff is that? That's just a random chainmail shirt. Okay, well... Well, we're getting cloth. And see, our created wealth is just the same. Clearly someone was tantruming in the stone stockpile. And now Zycab is stumbling obliviously, but you're in jail, so whatever. I guess we could even see, right? Yep, you killed Rurek. It's just right there. Zycab killed Rurek. Do you even feel bad about it? Regretful starting fist fight. Regretful toppling something over. Disgusted retching on miasma. Didn't feel anything after seeing a black mamba dead body. I guess they are used to seeing dead snakes. Dejected dwelling upon wearing old clothing. I mean, that's what I'm trying to fix, right? We need a bunch of socks and gloves. Cloth, sock. Cloth, glove. Cloth, shoe. I'm gonna make those for the experiments. I'm gonna do like 30 of each of those. Do you think violence is the answer? You mean for our situation right now? Like sending them out to conduct violence? I mean, it is the ultimate goal, right? I do want to be raiding the world map from here. Someone's teeth. And they're all up here training, right? This is our second squad. You are an expert fighter. Proficient fighter. Very cool. And you have a steel battle axe. I mean, I think that's looking pretty good. So you're wearing 2 dresses, 2 male shirts, leather armor, 2 pants. And not the breastplate that I want you to wear. We definitely need to fiddle with that uniform again. And that's all not being used. Oh yeah, above ground farms. That was the thought. That was the thought. Except... If it's just mud on a floor, if mud is on a constructed floor, can I grow on that? That's not something I've ever done before. So I think... Hidden Valley Ranch, yeah. Oh, the young ones, yes. The trick is remembering which ones they were. Ketos and Inu are fighting. Those aren't Tantrumer names I recognize. Why are you... I don't know. Need you all to be happier. Well, they were definitely limers. If I Report crime. Was it Ari? No, Ari's the mom. So you have Shazzer, Lur, and Shockersu. So Shockersu is... You cannot choose our... We cannot choose our families, but we can choose to avoid them. Hilarious thing to come out of the mouth of one of the few people who have blood relations in this fortress. Relieved being near a waterfall. This all looks fine. Wonder communing with Minar. She can sometimes act without deliberation, less extreme after seeing the dwarf Iton's dead body. Oh yeah. Dreams of mastering a skill. Somewhat focused. So I think she's doing fine. And I can look at your sister. All three of them are girls. You didn't die, did you? No, that's not the person I'm looking for. Pedud, right? Pedud's the dad. Lur. Where is Lur? Did one of them die? Where's Lur? Stukas is still here. Lur. Okay, well... One of them is dead. Most of these are snakes. What happened to Lur? I didn't catch... Edgy teens? Yes. Well, what was... And then what's the third one? Youngest daughter. You are still here. Satisfied at work, content remembering being near a waterfall, humiliated being uncovered. You're not remembering being uncovered. You are not uncovered. You even you have a dress and a toga and a skirt. Embarrassed having no shoes. Yeah, I guess. We're working on shoes. So yeah, one of them's dead. I think what I want to do... I mean, we could have... I mean, this is kind of our biggest area, right? As far as our hidden valley goes. And then, like, if we want to keep it... Like, we're getting fish here, right? So this is already, like... Or we were getting fish here. We're already used to getting food from here. This is not too far from where the food gets stored. So I think if it's accessed from here, that wouldn't be so bad. So I think what's going to happen here... This isn't going to be huge. This doesn't need to be gigantic. But maybe it goes like this. So this is the canyon? Yes. So the river is at the bottom of this. Yeah, it's not a huge... It's just literally the footprint of the river. There's one of our corpses. It's literally just the footprint of the river. and then a vertical wall all the way up to where this top river comes in. So you have like this surface here, and then there's just a canyon here, and this flows into the canyon, and then it continues flowing this way. Or I guess, which way does it flow? I think it's flowing off the map here. Oh yeah, there's a boar there. So yeah, it's not gigantic, but it's going to be big enough for our purposes here. We're just going to do that. And then dig this out. And then we'll put a couple terraces in here. We'll build them out of rock or stone or whatever. I might also turn fishing back on for a little while. Or one legendary fisher bold. Secluded and secure, yes. And you don't have to go all the way back up to the surface. I didn't necessarily... Oh, yeah, it's wet. I'm aware. Going back up to, like, the surface, like going all the way back up here to farm, that's just a bit of a hike, right? So this keeps it a little bit closer. There's less... We don't have to, like, secure it as much. And it'll just work. I think it'll just work. What am I doing? I am damp digging. The trick will be filling it in with mud, but of course, we haven't had any difficulty with that up until now, right? So like this is all gonna be aquifer. So basically, I'm gonna put some doors over here so that all the water flows that way. Right, I want to do shale block. I'll put in some doors there. And then we're just gonna put in a floor. I'll go like most of the way across. Oh, come on. No access. Yeah, okay. They'll get there. Oh, come on. Really, we just want enough to make... Like, we don't need food, right? Like, volume-wise, our food is fine. It's just getting some variety in our diet. Maybe we'll go, like, all the way over this way. Be nice if there was a plant called the russet and it only grows in evil biomes and absorbs the iron from blood rain and grows metallic leaves. A rustet potato. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, that would be it would be on brand for this game, right? Like, that wouldn't be... If I saw that, I wouldn't be like, oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. Harvestable is leaf, metallic like gold leaf. Oh, dear. Iron leaf. How to dry it out. How do you dry out metal? I think we're gonna do that. A petition. Arse wishes to join. That's someone who migrated here, right? That's a kobold. Before you can use it for minuscule amounts of raw iron? Yeah. Do you know of, there's a YouTuber, Primitive Technology is the channel name. To start with these corners. Still organic, I guess. But the reason that makes me think of it is that, like, he does a lot of different things, right? But one of the things that he's been doing is trying to smelt iron, right? But he's not like mining for iron. He's finding iron producing bacteria in a river and then like reducing it down and then boiling out, or not even, just drying out all the water, end up with his mud, end up with his like rusty mud. Of course, we're gonna get blood first. The blood's gonna happen first. We need to put a roof in here. But yeah, he's getting iron, you know, like small amounts of iron, but from bacteria in a river. I think that would be kind of cool. Like, what if we could just like scrape the bottom of a river and get tiny amounts of iron out of it? What are you doing? You are just depressed, looking up at the sky, taking in the elf blood rain. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take out this floor in particular, and then that's gonna be like our drain. Did not like the word slag. Yeah, weird clay slag. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. No, not floor. I want to construct a floor grate and put it there. And then a door is gonna go there. And then floor like that. To Britishism? Yeah. I mean, I know it's impolite. I don't know if it's... I don't know if that's automod worthy. Okay. Roof. Roof it in. Start the introduction of microbes or the idea of microclusters as entities. Not necessarily. It would be hilarious if you did. Oh, we need to do bees. We should do bees up here. We could just do bees here and put in another roof. That's what we're gonna do. This is where the bees go. Yeah, perfect. We're gonna get mud in here. You could just have a specific kind of mud, right? You say this mud is iron bearing mud, iron microbe bearing mud. So the dwarves don't necessarily know about the microbe, right? They just know that this kind of mud, when I see mud that's this color and has these properties, then there's iron in it. That's all they have to be. That's all that it has to be. So now I want to do a whole nother floor here, right? So this is just going to be for that roof, which is also necessary. Let's do like that. I think that's cool. I kind of like that. Oh, yeah, it's wet. I'm aware. Still have 6 grumpy faces. I hope that's even a new one. Okay, and now more floor. So now we need to make hives. Right? Those are, you do them all, whatever. Just rock hive. Do... It's like 24. Now we just need this to mud in, which it will slowly do because that's the only reliable thing in this fort. Maybe what I want is a hatch? I don't know. By the time water gets over here, this is all going to be filled in. I think that's going to be fine. What are you doing? You're cleaning yourself in... Okay. Maybe I need to, like... Maybe some of this water can go into here. No, this'll work. This'll work eventually. It's just gonna take a minute. Now what? Now someone else is dead. Suis was somebody. That was our peacekeeper. Why is my peacekeeper dead? Did our tantrumer revolt? Soldier looks sick. Peacekeeper punches. Soldier kicks in the head. Oh. Broke his marble crown. And then you punched in the head while he was down. Oh, come on. Obviously they couldn't keep the peas. Yeah. Yep. Who's our peacekeeper now? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This might be an ill-fated fortress. Exile? Great question. What if I just told Reg to be the peacekeeper and then like all justice was lethal? A poet's gonna be at least a little bit more robust, right? But you're a poet. You're just a poet. I want like a dwarf monster hunter or something. Dwarf herbalist? You are now our peacekeeper. That's these three, right? iTab. Save us. And then you find iTab. You don't need your second room there. There we go. Exile to lower caverns. Yeah? I think that is going to be kind of what happens. I think at this point we just need to be like putting them all in squads. I was kind of hoping that we could have like some of the experiments getting along with the kobolds and they just have a happy old time living in a fortress together. We might just be shoving them all in squads and telling them to go out. Because yeah, the only noble experiments we have right now are in squads. And who's injured? Stockkeeper. This is a dangerous place for kobolds. Our doctor still has 35 snakes, by the way. Not having to drink without a mug. I guess we could make some more mugs. We still didn't get a home caravan either. Rock mug. Let's just make, we'll do that 10 times because that's going to be like 30 mugs. And then this is going to require like 20 mugs. Could probably also make some more instruments at some point. You are cleaning, okay. So they'll clean up the blood. They don't clean up the mud, though. Which I guess is good, because mud is useful in some circumstances. Like this specifically. You're just standing here. Okay. And see... Master Lasher is fighting? That seems bad. So who's tantruming here? Omli? You came up to the barracks to start a tantrum? And then what happened to you? I mean, I didn't get a body announcement. What a strange fortress. Okay, so then we're gonna say like a handful of these do not gather. For reproduction purposes, but the rest will. They all have outdoor access. And look! 15,000 live honeybees! That didn't take long. Okay. Well, we have 4 fewer people than we did when we started the stream. And we have grumpier people. We ended up right back where we were. We ended up right back where we were. We just lost people. Okay. So clearly the waterfall did not solve the situation. So I think what's going to happen next stream is we start putting all of the experiments into squads. And stop giving them some less free time. Maybe at least the tantrumers, but like now that's like half of them, right? That's like half of them are tantrumers at this point. I think at this point we start militarizing. I think we've got production working. Right? Steel is happening. Armor is happening. Clothing is happening. Our tavern's here. This is our tavern. See, they're even listening to music in here. We also have so many plump helmets. We have so many plump helmets. It's all plump helmets and fish. I think adding a variety of foods will be helpful. I don't know that it's going to be what solves our situation here. Yeah, this is slowly mudding in. Slowly, slowly. The waterfall is working. I guess we should check back down here. So that's bad because it's just cutting off access to down here. No one can actually walk through here. So that's fun. Yeah, our waterfall is doing too much now. Good night, JM. I think we're just wrapping up here. I guess I just want to fix this now. Ugh. How do I think I do this. And then I don't know. I think this just needs to be wider. Just more flow through here. Because if they can't get through here, they can't get to our farms. And that's kind of bad. I don't want that to happen. Maybe that's enough. I should just make this as well, right? I'm gonna dig like this. And then a wall right here. Sure, yeah, grab the 3 things that are in here. I can hear the cat snoring. Oh, come on. The whole fort is wet. We've been over this. Omli, Tuco, Pidud, and Kethas are all in bad shape. I think that's going to be our new squad. There's just going to be a tantrum squad. And then a fortification. I was trying to keep this narrow for like FPS reasons, but you know, if it doesn't work, then obviously it doesn't work. And also our FPS is fine. So I'm gonna carve there. Probably gonna injure someone doing this. Yeah, run. And now we can just mine this all out and remove this door. And it'll just be a wider channel. Not to be this one to suggest colonial violence on the Swallow people, but it gets them to settle down. Probably not. The cave dwellers are pretty limitless. We learned that, yep, no migrants. Oh my goodness. We learned that in one of our first fortresses. Did I not smooth that? Did I not ever smooth that? Is that what's going on here? Is that what's going on? Okay, that's gonna be much better then. The cave invaders are basically limitless. Because they aren't part of a civilization, then they're not really, I don't know how their numbers are tracked. Like a civilization will have like a set number of people, but the cave swallows, there are cave swallow people, you know? Okay, I'm gonna lock this. I'm gonna lock that. Can't believe I just didn't actually carve a fortification there. But this should be fine. This should be fine. We are now fine. Okay. I think we're good. Oh my goodness. On the one hand, we are running into difficulties, right? We are finding things more difficult than they were in our previous fortress. So, you know, kind of not crappy, but like, you know, it's more difficult. But also like, it's more difficult. I'm having to think more. Leopardbends was kind of on autopilot towards the end there because everything was working. We'd solved all our most of our problems. We solved most of our problems. But we have some problems here. We have some issues that we need to solve. And I think what's going to happen next stream, clearly the waterfalls were not the solution, right? I think they're part of the solution, but they did not resolve the issues. So I think what's going to happen next time is we're going to buckle down on our steel gear and our squads, and we're going to start training them up. We're gonna put them all on a schedule. We're gonna get Reg to train them all, and we're start gonna give them missions. We're gonna take over that tower. We're gonna make it ours. That's the idea. How's it going, Mitchell? You back? You here? How's it going? We had a net lowering of our population today. We had no migrants and no babies and several tantrums. Did you see the patch? I did see the patch. We didn't get to interact with it all today. We didn't have any ranged people. But yeah, I'm excited to maybe someday make a new world. this world that we're in, we're still in a world pre champion mode for adventure mode. Like there's a whole bunch of things in the current version. Like if we made a new world right now, we would get a bunch of new stuff published while we were at dinner. So then no, I did not see this most recent one. What is? I'll have to look at it. Speaking of dinner, it's time for dinner. I need to go eat dinner. I appreciate you all coming by. Couldn't resist. Whatever. Welcome in. Today's episode is brought to you by clouds. Some of them are filled with elf blood. You should be careful. Also by viewers like you and snoring cats, and in hanging out with me live here, hanging out in the VODs, hanging out in Discord, all that good stuff. Those are the clouds that are giving me shade these days, so I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your week. And I hope you stay